Hi everyone, and welcome to another English with Joseph. Well, I wanted to spend a moment uh, helping you to describe the Scottish countryside. Now, I'm on a railway line here on a train heading down to the coast. But I just want to take a moment to see whether we can describe what we see here. Well, this generally would be called a railway embankment, otherwise known locally as a banking. So a railway embankment is the kind of side of the railway that you can see there, and there's houses as well. Just beyond that, and we're approaching the town of Kilwinning. Kilwinning is where my grandmother came from. She was born here in Kilwinning. Kilwinning is very famous because it once had an abbey, a very famous religious abbey. So let's describe what we see here. Well, we saw the railway embankment, or as it's known locally as the banking. Here we have a power station, and you can see here there's some houses in the background. We have the platform of the railway station as well, the platform, and we also have the signs of the station. Which are written in both English and Scottish Gaelic, which I was showing you, I think, in the last video. Here we have another train, which is just coming in, and you can see the name on there is ScotRail. You can see the interior of the train looks a little bit like this. You can see there. This is the station. This is one of the oldest stations in the country. See, let's watch as we leave. Okay, so you can see we're on the move again, and we're discussing how we can describe what we see. So this is the railway station. Okay, you can see there the car park where the cars are. Just beyond that, you can also see the railway platform, the railway bridge which the train is going under, and now we have another embankment, green embankment there. And of course, if we look down at the railway line itself, we call that the railway tracks. The railway tracks, that's what the train runs on. And the part of the train that I'm sitting on is called the railway carriage. The railway carriage. So as you can see here, it's very, very beautiful. There's a very beautiful blue sky beyond the railway embankment, which is sometimes locally just called the banking. Okay, there's more houses there. It's looking very beautiful. And we're actually very close to the coast. So as this train continues, in a little while we should begin to see it opening up and the sea appearing. As you can see, it's very, very nice. So another railway bridge there, and now we're at the green field. There's a cow there, some cars passing, and there's the railway wall, so it's not an embankment anymore. You can see beyond that there's some farmhouses, some farm animals, and there's also some other farm related kind of equipment there as well. So if we continue to look over there, there's some ponies, some horses. There's also some cows there, and there's a caravan park there as well. Now I don't know if that's a caravan park for the gypsy people, because like any other country, we also have gypsies. Okay, so I think that might be a park for them. And I hope that you're admiring the green that you can see there. Another little power station there, and again you have the railway tracks below, some railway equipment. I don't know what you call that plant with the yellow and green, but it's very beautiful. One common plant around Scotland that looks like that is called heather. Heather's a common Scottish name and a common Scottish plant as well. Okay, so we're now just approaching a town which is called Stevenson, and we'll be getting off at the next one, which is called Saltcoats. You can see here it's very beautiful, and again there's some trees, there's a railway line there, some very beautiful yellow plants, and here we have the town of Stevenson, and beyond that there's some factories there as well. Very beautiful, very beautiful. There's not really so much to describe here. There's a little railway wall there, you can see just where the tracks are again. And then you can also see the fence. Okay, and there's a stadium light, it looks like, up there. I'm not sure what that's shining on to. It's certainly not a stadium. I think it's a factory of some kind for security. That's another thing which is there. And I'll be getting off at the next stop, which is Saltcoats. Okay, so let's just continue. And you can see here there's a pathway. Yeah, Stevenson's the name of the town. It's written in Gaelic underneath. Valastefan. Valastefan means town of Stephen. Stevenson, I think originally was called Stevenstown before it became known as Stevenston. So that's where the name comes from. And you can see some houses there as well. Okay, so looking very beautiful. You can see there's some caravans there as well. Now that's not a gypsy caravan park. This one is a proper caravan park, which you can see. And many people like to come down here and stay for the summer. To be honest, I can think of better things to do, but well, some people like it. And some of these homes, as you can see, are also permanent, presumably because it's cheap to have a portable home here rather than trying to live in a hotel. So I'm not sure about the good things or the bad things of that. I've never thought about it, but a little football park there as well. And over on this side, you can see the sea. There it is. If I look out the window there, and it's very, very beautiful. So that gives you a rough idea of where I am, and I'm right next to the sea. If I try and go over here, just to show you, you can see just a little wall, and then there's the sea. And there's nothing else to see except the sea. And I'm just coming into Saltcoats. So there we are. So I have to go now. So I'll make another clip later. Thank you and goodbye.